Welcome back. Ashley Metzger is with the Desert Water Agency. We're talking today about trees and the best options for trees to plant in our desert climate. Not every tree does well, I guess, out here.
No, there were a lot of trees when our community was first being developed that people brought out here that weren't really appropriate for this region. And oddly enough, many of those lasted many, many years until this drought, and then we saw some die off. So we've been getting a lot of calls from customers wanting to know, you know, is it a good time to start replanting? And yeah, it is. You know, we have much better conditions, and hopefully we can keep those trees nice and watered without as many restrictions as we've seen in the past here. So there are definitely some good options, and there's really only one bad option for the valley. The worst you can do is a tamarisk tree.
Tamarisk tree.
Yeah, and that's what you see along the freeway and the railroads, those big bushy trees.
They're good wind breaks. They're good for that.
Very good wind and sand breaks. But man, their roots go very, very deep. They're actually an invasive species, and they just suck up tons of water.
I've heard that one of those trees a day can suck up something like 300 gallons of an amazing number of gallons of water just a day.
Yeah, they're really a pest, and there are a lot of groups out there that are going and trying to remove them. So certainly don't put any of those in the ground, but it's more than just palm trees. You know, that's what people think of when they think trees out here.
Now you've got some examples, some ideas of trees that people can look at. There's a beautiful.
That's a beautiful one. That's a jacaranda. That's actually my favorite tree. It has those purple blooms in spring, and they're all over Southern California and the world even. And this is another great tree if you like a pop of color. That is a Palo Verde tree. Those are very common, probably the most common tree you'll see used in a desert landscape.
They're nice, they're pretty.
They are. And then if you want a less messy option, you could go for a fruitless olive tree, but make sure it's fruitless, because the kind that fruits is even more messy and can have some allergy issues for people. So those are three good options that you can consider. And then we have a book full of different trees and shrubs and plants. This is a book that we're distributing, and so is Coachella Valley Water District.
Cool.
You can come to either one of our agencies and pick up this book for $10.
Okay.
Or you can go online and get the previous edition of this book, and that's available for free.
Oh,
so
cool. Okay.
Check it out.
So check it out. And is that at DWA.org?
Yes, we have a link to it at DWA.org, also at CVWD.org.
Okay, and trees are good because they provide shade. There's so many good things that they do provide.
Beautiful, and they have habitat and air quality benefits. So we want to be sure that people are continuing to have trees and that our community gets those benefits for years to come.
Yeah, and they're good to have around too. So thanks so much, Ashley. Appreciate you being here. More news is on the way. You're watching the Desert's News Leader. Stay tuned.